Well, here's something. Another episode. Because I think I vanished, didn't I? Because my phone just rung when I vanished. It seems to happen a lot, doesn't it? But my phone just rings when I vanish. It's just one of those things. That was it. I think it was, if I think back to when I was doing the podcast, it was a gin and tonic emergency. There was a gin and tonic requirement, and I had to go and make it. So kind of sums it all up. Yeah, but we won't go into my personal life too much. You just know that I have several children, and that I am very much a dad. I'm very much just sitting on the sofa. As always, still haven't got Google with me. I did automate the house. Did we talk about me automating the house? Got a bit carried away. I had a birthday. Did we do my birthday? Did we talk about that? I can't remember. I don't think we did in the last episode. Did we talk about it in previous episodes? No, probably not. So I got some Internet of Things switches. I went a bit crazy with the automation, I must admit. I'm not going to lie. And now my water fountain turns on 45 minutes after sunrise. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, that's like how amazing I've set it all up. It's like, how does it know it's sunrise? And when I realise that Google just looks it up. But I just think I've said I've tried to use the term okay, let's disco, and then I made all the lights flashing on and off in my house because I can. And when the water fountain turns on, actually, it's meant to shout, "Oh my God, the water barrel's having a wee-wee." Just for the children, really. Well, I say for the children, it's just for me being silly. And then I put a kill switch in as well. So now I can say to kill the house, and it turns everything off, including my children's game consoles. Because if I get really annoyed and say it's time for bed, I can just literally shut everything down, which is quite fun. So yeah, I'd highly not recommend it because it just annoys everyone. But I've had lots of fun doing that. That was a thing. So yes, and then other stuff's happened. Busy with work, you work. It's World Book Week this week, isn't it? So we've got to deal with that at some point. We've got to dress up as something. For the children have to, for their favourite book. I'm trying to persuade them that actually their favourite book is The Emperor's New Clothes. Just so that I don't have to dress them. But Roman Catholic school, bit funny about people turning up naked. Just one of those things. Local state school would have been fine. But yeah. So yeah, I tried to persuade them that book. Supposed to be a load of shopping there, but obviously no. So I'm a bit disappointed by that. They want to go as. We've been also looking at books where the person just wore normal clothes, because we get away with that as well. So yeah, been mainly thinking about like what their favourite book is. I thought maybe The Ring or something. But obviously it's book week, so part of me wants them to go as Trevor. But we really can't do that. I might get in trouble. And then they'll have to take the book, and then the teacher would have to read the book, and they'll be like, "Why is your children reading this book?" And I'll be like, "Well, they're not reading the book." And it's just snowballs from that. Anyway, right, let's get back to this book that we started reading. Annoyingly, because it's on Kindle, it doesn't actually give me any page numbers. It just tells me 1%. And I'm kind of hoping that there's no big words in it either. So I'm kind of, you won't get me stuttering as much as we should. So I smiled, embarrassed. I hope not. I'm in trouble if it is. They were joking about the passport photo, and I think I was about to say how no one has a good passport photo, so it's not even worth joking about. I obviously look like a terrorist on holiday, when I'm in a photo. But that's all Colonel Sanders. One of the two. He types in my details. Okay, so have you flying to New York today with He stops typing and reads. Preferably not next to that man. He won't be going anywhere today. He replies as he continues to type at a ridiculous speed. Other than the lockup. My phone keeps looking. Why would you get drunk before going to an airport, I ask. He hasn't been inside to the airport bars yet. You would be surprised what goes on around here, he sighs. I smile. This guy's nice. But it's Heathrow. There's quite a lot of, I suppose, there's hotel bars. But I wouldn't say Heathrow's the place to go and get drunk, to be honest. He prints off my tickets. I've upgraded you. What? First class as an apology. Apology. There we go, we did mess up on a word after all. For his mishandling your bag. Ooh. Who doesn't like a mishandling of your bag? My eyes widen. Oh, that's not necessary, really, I stammer. He hands the tickets over and smiles broadly. Enjoy your flight. Thank you so much, I gush. Ooh, I hate that word. Gush. It just seems... There's a few words that just aren't right. Gush. Hey, what's that word for words that sound like... Sounds like what they are. Gush. Yeah, that's one of them, isn't it? Oh. Have I been called? No. Hold on, everyone be quiet for a minute. No, I can't hear them. He hands the tickets over and smiles broadly. Enjoy your flight. Thank you so much, I gush. Gush. I am being called. There we go. So, this was the shortest reading so far. We've got 7 minutes, and I might be back. I might not. We don't know, do we? Oh, and my phone's going. So, everyone's after me. And we're back. There we go. You see that? That was good. You obviously have no idea the pause in between, but it was 24 hours. Only joking. It was about 3 minutes. Unlock, give child number one more screen time. Gin tonic again. And then, anyway. Right, enjoy your flight. Gush. It's like gusset. Gusset's a rubbish word as well. Oh, it's a good word, but gush. Gush. I don't know, I don't like that word. I do, but he gives me a wink. Oh, obviously he does. So so this actually is like what's happening is they're trying to highlight this woman's sexuality and her loveliness because he gives her a wink and I could just reach over and hug him. But of course I won't. I'll pretend that cool things like this happen to me every day. Thanks again, I smile. Well, obviously, if this was an old Carry On movie, there'd be lots of matrons. You have access to the VIP lounge, which is located on level 1. Lunch and drinks are on the house in there. Have a safe flight. With one last smile, he looks back to the line. Next, please. I walk through the baggage checks with a huge, goofy grin on my face. First class, just what the doctor ordered. Well, actually, I don't think doctors can order first class. Well, they can if for themselves, but not for other people. Unless the doctor is buying their partner a flight, and then they would have ordered them a first class flight, maybe. That's the only... I can't see any other way. But it wouldn't be on prescription. I don't think you can get a first class flight on prescription. Don't think it works that way. So yeah, a huge goofy grin on my face. Now, goofy grins. There's a thought. I do know someone who has a goofy grin. And that's as far as I'm going to say. Right. Right, okay. So there's actually a double line now. As if it starts a new paragraph, but it's not. It's a book and it's a bit weird. So 3 hours later is the next bit. I walked onto the plane like a rock star. Okay, how do you how do you define that as a rock star? What, snorting cocaine and like brandishing a good guitar? I didn't end up going into the VIP lounge because, well, I look like crap. Well, we don't know. It's a book, and you've not described yourself, so we don't understand how you look like crap. Oh, here we go. My long dark hair is up in a high ponytail. Okay, I'm wearing black leggings, a baggy pink sweater, and tennis shoes. Now, what are tennis shoes? For me, that's a pair of Dunlop Green Flash, if you know what I'm saying. If you're old school tennis people, baggy pink sweater, obviously, and black leggings. I wonder if there'll a Primark version of a legging where there's a level of transparency because they've been overstretched because they're probably a size 3 times too small for your legs, and we've reached the loading capacity. I don't know. Obviously, I live in an area where that kind of happens a lot, so I do apologise. But there is a vast. The word "vast" is probably actually means far too much in this conversation. But there's a vast amount of leggings that have reached their loading capacity long before they should have been worn. Anyway, if I'd known I was going to be upgraded, I would have at least tried to look my part and worn something swanky instead of looking like a homeless person. I have never seen a homeless person in a baggy pink sweater, tennis shoes, and black leggings. Normally, they are in a lot of clothing and looking really scruffy, holes in their jumper, dog on a bit of string, and a massive big coat. But what do I know? But anyway, who cares? It's not like I'm going to see anyone I know. Well, maybe I feel like she's going to meet someone she knows. Let's face it, if anyone says that in a book, they're going to meet someone they know. Well, maybe they don't. Let's find out. I hand my ticket over to a flight attendant just through the left aisle and to the right. Oh, that must be what the flight attendant's saying. Thanks. I look at my ticket and walk through the plane and see my number. 1B. It would have been so much better if it was 2B. Or not 2B. That's the question. Damn it. I don't have a window. I get to my seat and a man sitting next to the window turns to me. Big blue eyes greet me and he smiles. Hello. Hi, I say. Oh, and my phone knocks. Oh no, I'm sitting next to God's gift to women. Only he's hotter. I'm sitting next to God's gift to women. But I'm not on this plane. So I bet he doesn't have a man bod. I look like shit. Fuck it. I open the overhead and he stands here. Let me. He takes my bag from me and carefully places it up. He's tall and built. He's tall and built. What, are we expecting him not to be built? Is he in a box? Is he like is he like Airfix, where he's in pieces and you're gonna have to build him? Oh no, where's his legs? His arms? They're in different boxes. And wearing blue jeans and a white t-shirt. Of course he's wearing blue jeans and a white t-shirt. Because it's a stereotype. He smells like the best aftershave in history. Well, could you just name an aftershave? But obviously. Or is this so you could think of your favourite aftershave? My favourite aftershaves creosote for men. Because creosote's a great smell. Thanks, I murmur as I pull my hand through my ponytail, trying to smooth out the knots. I mentally kick myself for not wearing something better. What? Right, I murmur as I pull my hand through my ponytail. Now I've just got visions of her sticking a whole hand through a ponytail and just like pulling her whole hand, not like fingers apart, just like a karate chopping style. Do you want the window seat? He asks. I stare at him as my vein misfires. He gestures to the seat beside the window. You don't mind? I frown. Not at all, he smiles. I fly all the time. You can have it. Oh, this is just brilliant. So, not only is he built, wearing stereotypical clothing, he also is just such a gentleman that he's offered her the window seat. Just what more could a woman ask for in life? I force a smile. Thanks. That was code for, I know you got upgraded, you poor homeless person, I feel sorry for you. Okay. I sit down in my seat and look nervously out the window, with my hands clasped in front of me on my lap. Are you going home? He asks. Oh, now he asks. Now we're starting to put some structure into our sentences. I turn to him. Oh, please don't talk to me. You make me nervous just sitting there. It's in italics, just for you. No, I've been at a wedding and have a job interview in New York on my way home. I'm only there for the day, and then I fly out again to LA. I live there. Ah, he smiles. I see. Well, that's nice, isn't it? She's from New York to LA, from New York to LA, from New York to LA. Oh no. Oh, I do this on Spotify, but then Google won't get it. Oh. There's a song by Olivia Newton-John called Star in New York and Star in LA. If you could just find that and play it if you're on Spotify. That's your song of the day. To understand why I've just been having a rant. I stare at him for a moment. I should ask him a question now. Are you going home, I say. Yes. I nod, unsure what to say next, so I choose the lame option and stare back out the window. The attendant walks around with a bottle of champagne and glasses. Glasses? Since when do airlines give you a real glass? No, I just thought it was just like some reading glasses. Or just like those glasses with the bobbly eyes on. But on the so they all sit on the plane in first class with like eyes flopping everywhere on springs. That's how I just vision it. See what I did there? See? Vision glasses. I've got it all right there. Oh, right, first class, I knew it. Would you like some champagne to take off with, sir? The flight attendant asked him. I noticed that her name tag said, Jessica. That'd be lovely, he smiles and turns to me. Make that 2, please. I frown as she pours 2 glasses of champagne and passes one to him and one to me. Thank you, I smile. I wait for Jessica to move out of earshot. Do you always order drinks for other people? I asked. He looked surprised by the statement. Did it bother you? Not at all, I huff. Damn this Mr. Fancy Pants for thinking he can order for me. I do like to order my own drinks, though. He smiles. Well, you can order the next ones, then. He raised his glass to me and smirks. When he takes a sip, he seems amused by my annoyance. To be honest, I can actually read this book. I find it quite annoying. But it's just, I think I peaked at Series 1 with the world's worst book. Which was meant to be the world's worst book. I need something that rubbish. I just feel like it just goes, these books just go nowhere. Anyway, look, I'm going to go. I can't be bothered. I literally, my voice is dying today. So I'm going to wander off and enjoy sleeping. I think that's the next best option. I still haven't taken my tablet, so I need to go and take my tablet before I completely forget. And then go so I'm not bonkers for tomorrow. And then that's it really. There must be something better in life than these books. I'll find a book. We need just something awful. I'll go and have a look at worse reading books again and see what we can find. Anyway, right. Have fun, everyone. And I can say it. Toodle pip for now.